What's your baseball philosophy, your pitching philosophy? What got you so far?
I think just coming right after guys and just attacking guys.
How about overall? What got you here?
I think hard work. I mean, it wasn't always good, and I had to work for what I get. And, everybody thinks this one came easy, but I worked hard, gained 15 pounds going into my senior season, and just gained some weight and gained velocity with that.
Now, do you pitch to your strengths or a batter's weakness?
Both.
One over the other? It just depends on the situation, or?
Yeah, it's both.
Now, being a first-round draft pick, did that put more pressure on you? Did you put more pressure on yourself? Now, there's a lot of times over the course of baseball, they talk about first-round draft picks. And in the past, some of the first-round draft picks, they got passed up by guys drafted in later rounds. Why does that happen?
I don't know. I'm not a scout, so I don't know. I know they look into a lot of stuff, mentally, physically. So it's up to them who they want to draft.
Now, spring training, every team brings in more guys. They trade for more guys, bring in free agents to compete with you at the major league level. How do you approach that?
What do you mean?
They're always bringing in guys to compete with you, to take your spot. How do you approach that in spring training? We look around, there's 50 pitchers there.
Well, considering I'm not on the major league squad, I'm competing for a job as well. So I'm one of those guys. And, that's what you prepare for during the off-season. That's what you look forward to in spring training. And, you try to come in and not necessarily take someone's job, but, do the best that you can and hopefully get a spot on the roster.
There's a lot of ups and downs in baseball and through the organization. Injuries happen. Has there been a time that you didn't want to play baseball?
Probably when I was little, just got burnt out on it and stuff like that. So.
What are some things about pro baseball you learned the hard way that nobody told you about before you started?
About what?
About pro baseball you learned the hard way that nobody told you about?
Nothing really. Nothing. Yes.
Now, once you signed a pro contract, obviously you're a professional baseball player. Was there a time before that when you realized that you were going to play professional baseball?
No, not really. Just going into my senior year, really, because I was never really good before that. So.
You read the sports pages, scouting reports, Baseball America, where you're ranked in the top 30 or all that stuff?
You see it sitting around the locker room and stuff like that, so it's about the only time.
Does that affect you at all, what people say about you, write about you?
No, it's somebody's opinion, so.
How do you have the fans, people yelling, screaming at you?
I could really care less. It's not going to bother me any. Like I said, it's somebody's opinion, so if they hate me, they hate me. If they don't, they don't, so.
How about the umpires? How do you handle the umpires?
They're human, they make mistakes. You expect them to be perfect, but they can't. So, they're doing a good job. Like I said, they make mistakes sometimes, but they're human, so it happens.
What would you tell a high school kid about professional baseball?
Say again?
What would you tell a high school kid about professional baseball? Would he ask you?
What would he want to know?
What would you tell him?
What would he ask?
You say, how do I get there? How do I... if he asks you, how do I get to where you're at?
That's a hard question because everybody's different. I was lucky enough to throw hard, and some scouts saw that in me, so they saw his projection, and tall, lanky guy. That's also projection. So, not a lot of high school guys have that, and a lot of them have to go to college and just develop a bit more there, and just keep working hard and just keep working on your game, whatever you do.